Hey, what is going on, guys? It's KhaosRx here and welcome to the final episode of the Road to Master Procedure on Call of Duty World War 2. We've finally done it. We've finally got that gold, beautiful logo. I love the Master Procedure logo in this game. And we've finally done it. This has probably been the probably the hardest, to be honest, one out of the three so far. Mostly for the fact that we joined university after through this one. But obviously we were a lot more busy than the other two that were done during lockdown. Yeah, this one obviously we've missed a few weeks, but we have finally done it. We are here, we've unlocked Chrome, we've got Mastered, the Road to Chrome series, by the way, will be replacing this series if you're wondering where that's gone. It'll be coming back next week and then we'll be continuing throughout. In this episode, I'm just going to quickly run through the stats, go through the last two supply drops that we opened, and then give my final thoughts on this game. Let's just quickly go through our Master Prestige stats. We finished off here with 12,571 kills. Obviously we've got a lot more kills than that, but a lot of them would have been in war, so they won't have counted, because war doesn't count your kills. And then we finished off with 4,106 deaths for a 3.06 KD. We finally got that 3 KD in this game. That was actually an increase in the last prestige of 0.17. We sweated our ass off for going for V2s in the last prestige. So we've got plenty of V2s if you do enjoy those, which you guys seem to. So yeah, stick around for them. We were very happy to finally hit 3 KD. Our SPMM is 351. I'm not sure if that's good or if that's bad. I'm not too sure what a good SPMM is, to be fair. SPM, I'm so used to saying SBMM. Skill-based matchmaking. For the headshots, 3,550, no, 33, not 53. I'm not too sure if war headshots do count. Obviously we do have Chrome, so I'm not too sure whether like that is the amount of headshots that actually are counted, or if that's in you know, just pubs and not including war. I wish they would include war, but sadly they don't. And for the time played, 5 days and 10 hours to get to Master Prestige here. And so this last Prestige only took 5 hours to do, and that just comes from all the 30 kill streaks in this game. If I had known that from the start, how quick getting a 30 kill streak, like how much XP you get for every unstoppable medal afterwards, definitely would have just gone for that from the start, just as many unstoppables as I can, just running, because if you didn't know in this game, your kill streaks do count towards your streak. They don't count towards your V2, but they do count towards your like medal, so you can get the 30 kill streak with like 10 gun kills and 20 paratrooper kills. If you're just going on shipment and running the paratroopers, that incendiary shell like one, not the incendiary shell, the incendiary bomber and the ball turret gunner, if you can just get all them three, you're guaranteeing like a 30 gun streak at least, and probably like a 40, not gun streak, a 40 kill streak. I mean, you can get a shit ton of XP doing that. That's definitely the quickest way to level up, and that's definitely the way we did this last prestige, and probably the way we should have done it from the start, to be honest. We could have probably got down. It took 5 hours to prestige, and there's 10 prestiges. That's 50 hours. That's just over 2 days. We could have done it. We could have done it, you know, if we had been doing it this quick in 2 days and 2 hours. But sadly, no. Took almost double that. And we did finish with a positive win-loss. This game doesn't give you an actual like 1 point something, but 604 wins to 580 losses, and that does include war. So a round of war is 1 win, a round of war can also be 1 loss, win or lose. That does include war. So in total we played 5,022 games, not 5,000, 1,022 games to get Master. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, those are the final stats of this prestige. In terms of the classes, I'm going to be doing in the final episode of the Road to Chrome the top 5 best classes and also the top 5 worst, or top 5 best guns, top 5 worst guns, kind of. So that's when I'm going to go through that. So I'm now just going to hand over past Chaos for the final time to open the final supply drops and get that final heroic clothing. Over to you, past Chaos. Alright, and for the final time, guys, it is the supply drop section of the video. So let's get into it. We've got 19 supply drops, not too many. We have, oh, it's heroic off the bat. A heroic baseball bat. Okay. I mean, it'll probably never get used, but there it is. Oh, please be a thingy. Clothing, man. Epic clothing. Okay, we've got a viewer. Yeah. Knocking. Knocking again. Yeah. I mean, when I saw heroic, I was kind of like, oh, you know, a gun which will look nice with chrome, but you know, heroic bat, really? Out of all the things, and now it's getting shocking ever since that. Diamond cutter. That's kind of cool. You just can't beat the classic green dots. Oh, see what this is. Terrible, terrible. Not really anything good from those. And the next, the 10 rares. So yeah, we haven't got too many supply drops, so we've definitely sped through the last prestige here. See? I swear if this is the bulk. Epic clothing, man! Peepers for the snipers. Kinda cool camo. An epic SVT. I mean, I despise the SVT. Give me a gun. Epic clothing that we've already got. And the supply just in this game, man. You know what? That's actually kind of a cool piece of clothing right there. Shame we just done the Reaper guy. It's definitely the best one. Don't do us like this, come on now. One heroic? Really? Is this all we're gonna get? One heroic for this entire last flight opening? It looks to be that, and it looks to be what we're not gonna get. That's it. Absolutely nothing from those that entire supplies opening. That might be the worst one we've ever done, it's the last one. So one thing I do want to check, actually real quick, is what happens if you go for this big boy now that we are Master Prestige.
Good of you to stop by.
Yeah.
The honor is mine.
Oh, now he's honoured by us, okay. Alright guys, so in terms of weapons we got from the supply opening, all we got was this heroic, well, epic SVT. Nothing about the SVT is epic though. It's just a disappointing gun, isn't it? Still to this day, I'm still disappointed with the SVT. And then we got this heroic baseball bat. It's not even barbed wire, it's a chain. What? Come on now, I thought it was going to be like a Mick Foley style baseball bat, but whatever. We've got the chain. Is the one with barbed wire? Nope, nope. And alright, that's right. Well, that's a letdown. I will, for the last time, hand it over to Future Chaos to do the outro. Over to you, Future Chaos. Well, thanks for opening those supply drops past Chaos. So yeah, I will now do my opinions on this game. So, my opinion on World War II is I like this game. I think it's a good game. It's a game which we haven't quit. We have been master for about a week now. We're still playing it. We're still grinding V2s. V2 is a lot of fun. I'd say the pros of this game, the balance is the main pro. There's no gun, which I feel like is really miles above the rest. For example, in Black Ops 4, the VMP is miles above the rest. In Infinite Warfare, the K-bar is just miles in front. You know, MWR, the M16. In this game, there's no real gun which I feel like is miles ahead. There's guns which I think are good, and there's obviously like better guns, but none of them I think are miles in front of every other gun. So yeah, I think that's like definitely World War II strong point. And speaking of weapons, this game has so many weapons, which is definitely another huge advantage. When going for DIATs in Infinite Warfare, the most annoying thing was just running out of guns to drop with, most because you have to get a DIAT variant. In this game, we could probably go to 1,000 without dropping with every gun in the game, which is just mad to think. There's like 20 SMGs, 20 assault rifles, 12 snipers, and the best thing about all these guns is though, you can actually get them, which is sick. On my account, for example, I love to snipe on this game, and I have all 12 snipers. I've not bought supply drops once, I just have them all. Whereas in Black Ops 3, I only have one of the snipers, the DLC snipers, that being the RSA, which is the one I probably want the least. Oh no, I do have the DBSR, so I have two. I don't have the other two. I don't have the XPR and I don't have the Dragoon, which is obviously quite disappointing to say how much. I've probably got 4 times the amount of time played on Black Ops 3 as I do World War 2. Yeah, I have all the weapons in World War 2 that I want, and I don't have even half the weapons I want in Black Ops 3. For example, in Black Ops 3, I've been playing the game since it first came out, and I'm still playing it to this day. I still not have the Marshall 16, which was one of the first DLC weapons they had. Yet on this game, the latest guns that they added, the Cataletus LMG, I'm not too sure I was saying that, the Wimmenberg and the Beschwitz, we've got all 3 of them, you know, so it kind of shows how much easier it is to get DLC guns, which is definitely a pro. I just wish that the heroics were a lot easier to get. Well, by easy, I just mean you could actually get them. You can't get them. For example, some of the heroics I really want, the Ronin 2 and the Kraken 2 for the Type 38 and the PTRS. I've gone to Master now on this account and my account, and Adam's also at least 5th on one of his and then 1st on the other one. And we've not got either of those variants. So yeah, heroics, you know, you could play 1,000 days and not get the heroic variant you want. It's just, I really wish they'd done something where, I'm going to talk about this in the final Chrome episode, where kind of Chrome made the guns into heroics or something like that. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing in that area. But I definitely like how you can at least get the base weapon. Another huge plus I think this game has in the minute is the maps. And the maps grew on me as we played them more and more, as I started to learn kind of the better ones, I guess, or just kind of how to play them. You know, I think when I went into them, going from Infinite Warfare and Exo CoD to back to a Boots on the Ground CoD, obviously I wasn't going to be great at these maps instantly, so I definitely thought they were trash. But after playing them for the full 10 prestigious, I like a lot of them. There's a few outliners which we'll talk about in a minute. I like a lot of them. I like Drostin House, for example. Shipment 1944 has become one of my favourite maps of all time. London Docks, St Mary de Mont's a great map. Flak Towers is a great map. I even like USX Texas. I think that's a good map, to be fair. The spawns are absolutely shocking, but it's great for spawn chopping, so I actually do like Texas. Aachen is one of Adam's favourite maps. Adam's Forest is another great map. Yeah, I think this game has a lot of good maps. Valkyrie is a really, really good map. So yeah, those are the good things about this game, in my opinion. Now to get into some negatives, and the first negative kind of comes from the update that they did a while back. If you didn't know, Call of Duty World War 2 did an update about a month or two back. We were like 4th prestige at that point, so about 2 months ago they did an update where they brought every playlist they'd ever done into this game again. Which, I get why they did that on PlayStation, because if you didn't know, this game is free on PlayStation at the moment. I wish it was free on Xbox, because on PlayStation, this game has quite a large player base. Of an Xbox it doesn't, so that means that half of these playlists, well half of them, the majority of these playlists are actually unpopulated, and it killed a lot of the other playlists which were in the game. So for example, Throwback, before this update, was one of the best playlists. It was full all the time. Now you can't find anybody in Throwback, and it's like, I don't really get why they introduced game modes such as Sandbox 24/7, Winter Carrington 24/7, Operation Griffin 24/7. There's like one person sat in those lobbies, always. And to me it just made sense to just remove them, so then we can, you know, fill up the other playlist, because now it's very hard to get 6v6 even on Dom of this game, which is not laggy. What I wish they would do is either, one, make World War 2 free on Xbox. That's the main thing I wish they'd do, because then there'd be more noobs. Or number two, reverse this update on Xbox and PC, because there's just not enough players to actually fill the lobbies. So yeah, that's kind of a bad thing. The next con I have got is a few of the maps. Now I said I liked the maps. There's some outliners. Main one, 100% is Sandbox. Sandbox in this map is atrocious. It is by far the worst map maybe in CoD history. It's up there. It is garbage. Same with Gustav Cannon. I know a lot of people, that's the map they all remember, because a lot of people quit before Sandbox came in. A lot of people just remember Gustav Cannon being really bad. The thing with these two maps is, all the CoD YouTubers nowadays in Cold War are complaining that the maps are too simple, and and that we need more power positions and more verticality, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, verticality, I think that's the word. However, when we've been given it in these two maps, Gustav Cannon and Sandbox, both have power positions, both have verticality. The maps are shocking, so I don't really get why they keep asking for more. We need more power positions like CoD 4. Well, you know, Gustav Cannon literally has a massive power position and it ruined the map. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I just like simple 3-lane maps. For example, Point to Hawk, which is just 2 circles like around each other. There's one circle mid and then one massive circle. It just feels like you're constantly playing Ring Around the Roses, and whoever can get shots in the back first wins. It's not a good map. You know, the best maps in this game are the 3-lane maps, and that's pretty much been it now for all the maps. All the ones which aren't 3 lanes, are just shocking. And the one which tried to complicate the 3 lanes, so for example, Sandbox has this like weird up and down 3-lane system. Again, it's just a bad map. Just keep it simple, keep it 3-lane. Hopefully that's what they'll do in their next CoD. Alright, and the next 2 complaints I have are probably the biggest deal breakers. The first one is glitches. This game has too many glitches which are still unpatched. The biggest one is the respawn glitch. If you don't know what the respawn glitch is, essentially it's exactly what it is, what it sounds like. You just can't spawn in after you die, or even before like the game. If the game first starts, you just come in, you just can't spawn in. You're either going to be stuck spectating your teammates or just stuck spectating a random part of the map, which is obviously, you know, not fun, especially when this glitch can either last 5 seconds or can last like up to a minute, and that's not even a joke. There's times where I've just had to back out because I'm just not spawning back in. This seems to happen like every other live on War, especially on Neptune. Neptune, I dare say 1 in 3 lives you ain't spawn in instantly. You'll just have to sit there for like 10 seconds to wait to come back in, and it's annoying because this was a glitch which I can remember being in the beta of this game, and it's still here to this day. which is just like, how did this not get fixed? You know, it completely ruins War, pretty much. War is so unenjoyable after like 3 games, because you're just like, you know, you die and you're just like, oh, now I've got to do the respawn glitch, and it's just frustrating, and I just wish they'd just taken it out, fixed it. I don't get how they haven't patched it. It was in the game, you know, it was in the game back when it was actually popular. Yeah, I can get like why some of the bugs, such as in Black Ops 3, or the bugs in that game, which we're going to be doing a video on, I get why they're not patched, kinda, but this, you know, has no excuse to not be patched. And then the final kind of big, kind of worst area, I think this is the worst thing about World War 2, is the divisions. The divisions in this game are, in my opinion, just terrible. I just wish they'd done pick 10 and kind of just made divisions kind of like mission teams in World War 2, where you just leveled them up. It's kind of something to do on the side. All the division system does, in my opinion, is just lead to nade spam, concussion spam. You just can't make classes which are that good, because, for example, trying to make a shovel class, you need, obviously you want to run quicker, it's a melee weapon, so you might think, oh, I'll run airborne. Then obviously you don't want to die to all the nades and concussions, so you want to then run bunker, but you're not going to be protected against concussions, so you run armored and swiftly. Then you want to run serrated, so you can't run that, so you run commander. And you just can't build a good class half the time, which is annoying, and it's, you know, kind of ruins the experience. Pick 10 in my opinion would just been better. And the third thing, which I've just thought of while making this, is the score streaks. Score streaks in this game are just so similar, just bombs. Like, you've got the mortar, you've got the glide bomb, you've got the artillery, you've got the incendiary bomb, and you've got the carpet bomber. You've got 5 streaks which are just bombs. Where's the attack dogs? I don't get where the attack dogs are. They're in World at War, and they're so iconic, and we've not seen them since Black Ops 2. You know, obviously Treyarch did the raps, and I get some people like, oh, the paratroopers are like a new version of them, but why can't we have both? You know, we've got so many bomb style kill streaks, why can't we have 2 ground based kill streaks, such as the dogs, you know? Another thing is the Blackbird slash hater slash VSAT. I do kind of get why this is not in the game. Obviously it's World War 2, but then again, if you call 3 UAVs in, you do get it. So why couldn't we just have a streak which is 3 UAVs in the air and gives you that effect? I don't really get why that was never introduced. It's more apparent why it's not in this game compared to, say, for example, why is it not in BO4? There is an excuse, I guess. Oh, it's World War 2, why would there be a VSAT? But I mean, I've just come up with a reason why they could be in the game, you know. 3 UAVs in the air, they shoot down one of the UAVs, the signal gets weaker, they shoot down the other, it turns just a regular UAV. That would have been a good thing, in my opinion. But again, they didn't do it. They just left the streaks as pretty basic and pretty bland, to be honest. The paratroopers are pretty much the only one. I mean, the ball turret gunner is just a chopper gunner, which chopper gunners nowadays aren't that good due to spawn protection. So yeah, the streaks are pretty I guess. But yeah, despite sounding quite negative, there is quite a lot of negatives, I guess. I still do like this game somehow. It's weird how that happens. I think a lot of the problems we talked about, you can avoid them. For example, the nade spam with the divisions. If you're armored, you're fine. Then again though, and the other problem comes in of, you want the other benefits of the other division, you can't get them, sadly. For example, resistance is a great division, but you can't get its benefits without being then vulnerable to nades. The division system is trash, is what I'm trying to get to, and also the fact you've got to prestige them all, then get a V2. We had so many streaks, we were going for the V2, but we hadn't prestige all divisions, which is just annoying. Another weird glitch about this, we'll carry on with weird glitches actually. This game is the only game on Xbox where I've been ready to record a game clip and had the weird, unable to record, you must start a game first, which is just, why is that a glitch? There's so many weird glitches in World War 2 which I just wish to have been patched. Well guys, so Adam's opinion, sadly he can't get his audio in for some reason, is that, like me, he likes the guns, that there's a lot of them and there's balance. Apart from the snipers, yeah, I probably should mention this, snipers in this game are quite ridiculous. If you think snipers in Cold War are OP, you should try playing World at War, I mean World War 2. The PTRS is broken in this game. So, overall, I think this game's a good game, but if the division system had been a simple pick 10 system, and if they'd gone more out there with the score streaks, and just keeping them that simple, definitely could have been a lot better. But in terms of what's come after it, with BO4, Modern Warfare 2019, and then Cold War, definitely a better game than those 3, but could have still been better. It's still definitely not as good as the OG Classic. So, I've been KhaosRx. This has been the Road to Mass Prestige with AdzzyRx. If you have enjoyed, leave a like. Stay tuned for the road to Chrome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.